Quitting your job that you've been at for 20 plus years is downright scary. My name is Tommy Boshers, and when it comes to automotive content, I'm one of the few people that have been on for that amount of time. Now, I quit about 6 or 7 months ago, and I'm very thankful for all of everything that I've done with the previous employer. So I'm not the guy that's going to be here throwing stones and all this kind of stuff. I'm here to give you guys a few, like, the inside scoop of what the struggles that I've had. There's some stress that's going to come along with it. You know, we started a small business here, and that thing is completely, that is a different kind of animal to me. And it's going to take you some book time and or people to help facilitate that. So make sure that you take care of the business, because you know, you got to go to work and you got to do those billable hours, because if you don't make money, you don't eat. If you don't eat, it's not going to be any fun. So be prepared for that. Also, you're going to have to work for it. Now, for me, I worked a bunch of hours. I drove about 3 or 4 hours one way to go, or round trip going up to the job and all. So I was already working a bunch of hours, and those hours cut into my family time. That weighed on me heavily. So after stepping back, coming into here, my hours have kind of changed, but they kind of didn't. I still work 10, 12 hours a day, but the difference is when I go home, I'm at home. Like, it's a different mindset. That's good for me. Like, you got to work for this type of stuff, and it's okay to work for it, because whenever you have a purpose and you're enthusiastic about the purpose that you're doing it, it really don't feel like you're working. Like, it just feels like you're living. And that alone just encourages me that I'm doing it right. I've got my little boy who comes up here and hangs out with me. He helps me on this stuff. My old man, we've worked on cars in the past, and we're working on stuff now. My wife even, and my daughter, man, they even do this stuff too. And that time and that moment that they give me, they don't really realize what they're doing. It makes me feel like I'm definitely going down the correct path. I want to stop for a moment and just tell you the encouragement words of happiness is your choice. You wake up every morning and you choose to be unhappy if you are unhappy, or you can change that mindset and decide in that instance to be happy. And what I'm referring to is, you can direct your own path if you're willing to go for it. So go for it. Or if you don't want to go for it, you better just stop back and quit being angry at the world and just settle for being meh. Because that's all it is. You can wait around for somebody to give it to you, but you better be prepared for waiting a while, because there's a good chance it ain't ever going to come. Now, the way this guy right here is wired, you guys see me work on stuff, and a lot of times with whatever somebody does, that's almost like an extension of their personality, meaning I'm like an onward and upward and forward kind of guy, because we'll take something old and kind of wore out and not pretty, and we'll work on it, tinker it, and do some upgrades and shine it back up, and next thing you know, it's like this shiny entity that's just like, oh, that's so cool. Doing this type of thing is exciting as well. Like, I'm doing things that I never knew that I could do, and I'm doing things that I kind of in a way didn't really dream about doing, but it's new interest, and with that goes back to the happiness that you want. Until you start down the path to pursue happiness, you may not know the direction to get there exactly, but next thing you know, you'll start finding some of it. And then those kind of start stacking on top of each other. And the next thing you know, you'll have your significant other or people you're around that tell you things like, man, you're a different person than you used to be. You're looking at them like they got 3 eyes, like, what are you talking about? I have had several people tell me, man, you're a different guy than who you used to be. Like, you're a lot more fun, and your voice is a lot more solid. My wife would tell you, it's not that Tommy changed, it's just Tommy is who he used to be. And what that run into is, I was focused on, when I first started down a certain path, that I was excited to be where I was. Well, as I was pursuing my goals, mentally you kind of get clouded for a minute. So your personality almost changes a little bit. And because you're so focused on that, which is okay, it's acceptable. I'm going to say that because that's what I did. But hear me out. It's like now that I've made that part of let's call it made that step, now I'm kind of like freed up and I'm back to who I am, and I've kind of got the wind behind me and I'm ready to go on to this next step, climb that next mountain. And this journey has so far been a really good one for us. And I'm happy for it, and I was scared to death when I first did it. I really was, like, because you're losing that comfort zone, you know. It's like your mom holding you, kind of making you feel all safe and stuff. Stepping out here, there's a lot of things. I got a wife, 2 kids, I got bills to pay, I've got customers that I want to make happy. I don't know how this is going to be, but I'm also that kind of person that you can kind of put a little weight on me, and if it's something that I know I can do, I'm going to put some grit behind it, and I'm going to make it better and impress, and make everybody around me like proud of what I did and impress them, and also satisfy me, because I'm not saying I can't do certain things, but I can tell you I'll give it a go. And that choice is up to that individual. And there's a lot of you guys out there that have opportunities, but you just kind of like hold back sometimes because you're just like, I just don't know. I'll tell you one thing you can do is you can shoot a couple of those prayers up north, put a little faith out there, and then put a little backbone behind it. And next thing you know, you got some smiles on your face. You got people around you that support you, that you may not even know that support you. And then you'll have some blessings that fall into place that will be better than you could ever imagine. But it's up to you to give it a go. Yeah. Now I know that's easy to say, and it's easy to sit here, and some people will be like, man, that guy's got it. He's got it all. He's already did this. He already did that. Yes, I've had some blessings, but yes, I have worked my tail off. And I don't want you to hate on me, and I don't want you to hate on other people that you look around that, have more than you have and that kind of thing. I just want to say, don't be jealous of somebody if they're outworking you. It's your choice to see if you can outwork them. Now, if you guys have been following along with what we've got going on, we've made some pretty good progress on some of the projects. We've made some pretty good progress on the channel. Yep. There's guys that I know that tell me all the time, whether they are influencers themselves or they're people of the industry, that call and tell me kind words of like, dude, we're proud of you. And I'm like, some of them numbers, I don't really know what they are, because in my head, I'm just the guy who enjoys cars and enjoys working on them, enjoys building them. And I just go, this is what I think we should shoot. We'll shoot some of this stuff, and I like to have a good time doing it. So we're filming it, we're putting it out there. And so far, you guys, humbly I say, have blown my mind. Like, I really have a struggle of telling people, like, I don't want to say my personal feelings, but like, I can't, you see me stumbling around here. I have a difficult time of like kind of taking compliments and or going, I'm the best, I'm so great at my job, because I'm just an average Joe with a cool job. And right now I get to build cool cars, work on hot rods and muscle cars and things, and I have the opportunity to show you guys what we're working on, and you guys being excited about seeing it makes me like feel really good about what we're doing here. When I started my journey working years and years ago, it was like, this is going to get me here and this is going to get me there, and so on and so forth. So my destination of where I'm headed in this journey, it's got a few bumps in it, but it's still on a projection of upward. And I'm excited about that. And I want you guys to know that it's within your grasp if you're willing to kind of step out on that edge and lean into it. Give it a go, because the possibilities are endless. The journey and the dream that I have of kind of in the beginning of just stepping way up there, it really wasn't to like get into producing my own TV show or producing my own shows and putting them out there. But this kind of just happened, and I'm very thankful for it. Now, from early on, I really and truthfully wanted to just build cool stuff. And that's what I started out as a little bitty kid. I was always the guy who was in the shop getting his hands dirty and pulling wrenches and just working on my bicycle, and then moved up to go-karts, and then now I'm been in this stuff for 30, 40 years or so, and have been blessed enough to build quite a few pretty cool muscle cars. My journey began long ago, but it has all been the same destination, meaning I just simply wanted to build cool cars and be known for it. Now, way back when, if you were wanting to build cool cars and to be known for it, you either had to hit the show season or the show scenes and or get on TV. Now, the world has changed considerably since those good old days. The beauty behind things nowadays, if you've got yourself a camera and the invention of like YouTube and social media, you can be known. And that is kind of a path that when I first stepped away from up there, I really wasn't looking to do that. I honestly was going for that like car show scene. I just wanted to come home and build some cool cars, get paid to do them, and then take them out and show them off. After I stepped away from up there, I come down here, started building my cars, and then I kind of started playing around, putting some of that stuff out on social media. And lo and behold, I found something that I didn't realize that I was missing. So whenever I posted all this stuff up on social media, some of the things that I was building on and working on, man, that's whenever the bench racing started. And I'm here to tell you that stuff just kind of re-excited me more than you could ever imagine. And it's all because you were running and conversating with people who had the same interest that you did. That kind of encouraged me in that moment. I was on an all new kind of like purpose or journey. Now my journey is still to build cool cars and be known for it, but it kind of like took this off like side road, and that's where we're at now. So far, you guys who have been following along with us, liking and subscribing to all of our different platforms and making those comments have definitely set us on a path of some success. And I want you guys to know sincerely, from a simple person that's just a guy who works on cars, I want to say thank you ever so much. And please continue to do so. The conversations that we have on them things is, man, it's, as you guys can flip through them and see, you'll notice that I make a bunch of comments on a lot of that stuff because I eat that stuff up. But just like these shiny cars that go fast and look pretty, I eat that stuff up just like you guys do. Now, with what we've got going on here, I know this kind of like, I don't want to sound like I'm on a soapbox, but one of the reasons that I wanted to say this is, you know, the end of the year is coming up. A lot of people have those New Year's resolutions. They're going to talk about, oh, I'm going to lose weight, I'm going to go to the gym. Yeah, I probably need to do that too. But it's also an opportunity. It's a new year. It's a new, it's a new opportunity for you guys to set out on this new path. And all it takes is a mindset and a little bit of some work. But not really. Depends on what you're trying to do. So give it a go. If you guys would care to, I can walk you around the shop and show you some of the stuff that we've been doing. I can show you some of the completed projects. We got some that are dangerously close, and even give you a scoop of like some of the to-comes, if you will. There's plenty to show here. We got a bunch going on. But yeah, let's go for a walk. Now, a lot of times with the old car comes sentimental value, and that's exactly what this car is. This is owned and belongs to a family that has had this car when it was almost brand new. We're blessed enough to work on this car, and the guys who have this car, they're really and truthfully kind of the reason why we work on cars. Like, it's not that we're chasing stories, it's just the importance of this car is kind of the reason why we do what we do. The car was owned by a couple that they dated in this car. The man worked really hard to provide for his family, and when he was finally getting to the point where he was going to be able to retire and restore his car, well, bad luck fell his way. The families kept the car and let us had the opportunity to build their dream, and that's exactly what we're doing. The car is really, really, really far along from the last time you guys may have potentially seen it, which was only about 6 months ago. We've got the engine, suspension all in it, the fuel system's taken care of, exhaust system, and let me just say this is where we're kind of what we're lacking. We're lacking finishing up here under the engine bay and bolting the fenders, grill assembly and all that on the nose of it, back bumper, tail panel, and some interior pieces. And then this thing is pretty much ready. So it's me here at the shop. I've got my real good friend Magic Mike, who helps me here and has for quite a while. So it's just two of us here, other than the family whenever they kind of blow through the door and cause a little bit of chaos, but I wouldn't have it any other way. So we're really blessed with what we get to work on here, and with what we're doing. I want you to know that we're putting a lot of heart and soul in this stuff. Right now, when it comes to, we get asked like, hey man, could you work on this? Can you work on that? I mean, we can, but it's just two of us. It takes a long time to build a car completely, and we don't really get in a hurry because we want to do it right. And we've already got like 4 other customers with full builds to go. So our backlog's a couple of years. Now, walking around this car is something to see. We're proud of what we do, and I hope it shows. Like, I hope with what you guys, from where you're sitting, go, man, it's a muscle car. Yep, and it's pretty, and it's going to be awesome. Now, over here, back behind me, you're probably noticing that big cherry red Caprice. That is one of kind of a barn find thing that we've started doing. That's where you guys know the whole YouTubey trendy kind of thing. This car was one of those. It's 6 of them that belong to a gentleman, and we got all 6 of them. Kind of a friend of my wife's and a guy that I've known had the cars. Me and him talked, and next thing you know, we've started working on them, rejuvenating them up. And this big old cherry red Caprice is right up my alley. You guys know I'm a big body kind of fella. And this one is exactly that. We've been working on it for a little bit, and kind of give you a quick rundown. We're not really going to restore it. We're just kind of sprucing it up, breathing the life back into it. It's old, so it had been stored for like 25 years or so. So that means all that stuff guys know what we're talking about. But you never know with this one. A friend of mine has a crew cab Chevrolet like this one, but it's a 65 big block car. Talk to him about, challenge you to a duel. What I'm referring to is doing some upgrades to this one. This one's a 327 automatic car, but you all know 327s, they like a few of those upgrades, and they respond very well to them. You can make them a bit more spunky. So with that duel, I said, we need to go head to head, big body versus big body, small block versus big block, and just throw down. Budget, of course, because, I'm a small business owner. I'm just a guy here in the shop working on stuff. I don't have that like $1.6 billion company with the ability to call on folks to get free parts and exchange for social media or media. And yeah, so this stuff comes out of this thing. And if you notice, Tom's wallet's kind of thin. Yeah. And you guys, I know some are going like you younger fellas, like, it's debit cards now, man. Them things are super thin. You get my point. What else do we have? Oh, I wanted to show you this. It's pretty easy. Y'all know I like to make lists and all that kind of stuff. One of the reasons I stepped away from my 20-year career was for family. The Grinch, AKA Tommy/Dad. That kind of gets me choked up. This is my little boy up here hanging out. I didn't have that up there. Sorry, guys. I'm just walking around talking about cars. This silly thing was up here for a few days and I didn't even notice it. And when I did, me and Mike talked about it, and it's just my little buddy jabbing his old man. And that tells me that I made the right decision. I gotta get my composure back. Let's talk about hot rods. That's it. 33 Ford, real deal steel, Henry Ford. This was one that a guy that we had the opportunity to meet via a friend. I've got a friend of mine that I'm glad and proud to call from M&M Hot Rod Interiors, Wayne and Pamela. They know the guy who owns this, and the opportunity come up. Guy was needing somebody to paint one. And Wayne and them said, hey, we know a guy. They're a personal friend of ours, good folks, got some skills, you should give them a call. This one's been here for longer than it should, and it's because we're trying to take care of other stuff, but had that conversation with the gentleman that owns it. It's like, we would love to work on it, but you guys know when you drop a car off at a shop that knows anybody who's got, or a shop that's doing work, if they're any good, well, they've got customers already. And when you're building cars that are big, you know, restorations, it takes a long time to do it. This one I said, we can work you in, and it's actually a good time for us, but we got a couple of customers we got to take care of first. So right after the first of the year, that gold car will be ready. Our black car, that 62 Country Squire that's next door, I'll take you over there to show it to you, is going to be finished. And we're going to jump on this one with both feet. Yep, this is the type of car I cut my teeth on, meaning hot rods and street rods from a company that no longer exists called Street Rods by Michael. Is kind of where I got my start whenever you say professionally. Right out of trade school, that man, Michael Young, kind of helped me out and gave me some hardcore advice. A lot of times, the man was a real deal guy. Sometimes young folks didn't want to hear it, but he was real with me, and I'm thankful for that time spent. But we're excited to do this one because it is, y'all know, it's a 33 Ford. Why would you not want to work on one of these? It's sweet. I can show you the motor. Y'all probably want to see the motor. Let's walk over here. So for those guys who are wondering, is it Ford or is it Chevy powered? Is it LS? Is it Ford or Chevy? Is it late model? Old school? Probably hoping it's Ford. A lot of you guys like, it's Ford, supposed to have a Ford. This is a high ride. It really don't. Got a small block Chevrolet with an 8-stack. Yes'm. A few of you are going like, oh gosh, it's just small. Like this is, you know, it's okay. Yeah. The guy who owns it's happy with it. He's excited about it. We're excited about it. How much we're going to do, well, that's yet to be determined. We may end up finishing the car for the guy, or we may just be the people that spray on the fancy paint, buff it out, send it on, bring in something else. I want to take y'all next door to see a couple other goodies we got. Make sure I got the keys. Now, if you're following along with me, you may be noticing that hoodie I got. Check out my baby. This is the Hemi Bago. Now, when we first did our, let's say, I quit my job and I walked away from TV, this thing was in there and we were shoehorning that little old Hemi off in there. Yep, that Hellcat Hemi. Yes, sir. This thing makes 700 horsepower. It's a sparkly sour apple green that we got from Summit Racing. We've put some accessories on it. Now, in the spirit of the holidays, y'all see our big fancy Christmas lights. We took this thing to a Christmas parade here just a week or so ago. And we were the talk of the town. And I know we're in a small town, but it was so great to see the people's energy whenever I was hanging out of the window up there tossing peppermints out. And I know that was breaking the law to the parade police. They were like, no, don't toss out any candy. But we did it anyhow, because I'm just kind of a lawbreaker, I guess you could say. But I also was dressed up like Cousin Eddie. The wife said that looked pretty accurate.
Save the neck for me, Clark.
I don't know if that's a compliment or an insult. Then I realized she married this guy. So she apparently made some decisions as well. Yeah, if you guys are interested in this thing, man, it has went viral. It has done really well for us. I'm proud of it. Really am. Super proud of this thing. It isn't the bestest we could do, but I'm telling you, it's one of the funnest I've ever done. And it too is a family vehicle. Oh no, oh no, we're gonna have to fix that. There's always things to do. You know, honeydews. Whew, it's about winter time. Now here's some of our pride and joy. This is a 1962 Country Squire station wagon. Now a lot of folks are like, oh man, goodness, man, a station wagon? Well, for those folks who don't get it on a station wagon, it's completely understandable. But for those of you who do dig a station wagon, this one's got some goodies under it. We've got fancy suspension on it. When I say fancy, it's got front stub kit under it that made it rack and pinion, disc brakes, coilovers, and that kind of thing. It's got a 4-link now in the back, big fat 9-inch Ford under it. We've got a Coyote up under here with 8-stack injection, and it sounds amazing. It's got MagnaFlow exhaust. It's got shot wheels on it. These things, man, that company has knocked it out of the park for us with those. The paint that's on it looks like it's a mile deep. It being a Country Squire, it's got that fancy wood grain on it, and we worked pretty hard to make that stuff fit really nice. Next week, we're going to be painting the interior of it. It's going a real deep red, almost like a blood red, leather interior in it. Our friends Wayne and Pam down there at the M&M Hot Rod Interior, they're going to be doing that for us. I can't wait to show this car off. We're super proud here at the shop. Next year, we've got some pretty strong stuff that we're going to be showing on the show circuit in a way. Meaning we got that big Mopar and we got this Country Squire, and we're planning to hit some of the big shows like Good Guys and the Triple Crown here in Nashville and several other places. One is to get out there and just mingle, and you know, because that's what it's about, hanging out with folks that have common interests, and also letting you guys see what we're doing. I almost want to start this one up for you. Probably should. Y'all want to hear it? Let me let you hear it. Everybody, y'all know this deal. Everybody, you walk up and see somebody's car and they're just like, you want to hear it? Yeah, you want to hear it. I know. Pace yourself. I gotta turn the safety switch on. Man, this thing is awesome. Oh yeah, we've put quite a bit of electronics in here. Up here on the dash, it looks a little scary because it doesn't have a dash in it. But this thing has got Dakota Digital, everything almost. It's got GPS, exterior temperature, it's got slow dimming headlights, automatic dimming headlights. It's got tire pressure monitors. Man, it's all kind of goodies. Like, let everything purge and that Holly Terminator warm up. Man. I just kind of like to sit back here and smell the sweet exhaust and listen to the sweet exhaust. Yeah, it's pretty nice. This old car has sat around for a little bit. It's done got dusty. We're gonna have to clean it up before it goes out. But I'm proud of this thing. And I'm not really even a Ford guy. Y'all know that. But I like this thing. Woo. So I'm going to kind of sum it up here, guys. I really want to say thank you for all of the effort that you guys are doing through your comments and subscribes to us and following and all that kind of stuff. And I may be saying it wrong because I'm just an average Joe who likes to work on cool cars, trying my hand at this whole influencer thing. And I kind of feel like I'm an old dude in a young man's game. But I've got a few things that I can show you guys. I love to teach you guys, and I love to show off some of our handiwork. So I'm going to encourage you to step out on a limb and kind of chase your dreams. You guys, the opportunities are endless out there if you're willing to reach out and grab them. And that's about it. Please like, follow, subscribe, and guess what? Keep it between the ditches.